several hours into this trip now, and finally kind of getting away from a lot of the motorboat traffic that I've been dodging all morning. It's a busy spot to start a trip. I'm out here on the west bay of Lake Nipissing, and we are headed for Killarney, and I'm planning to travel the entire length of the French River to get there. I've got this beautiful calm day, very light wind, and I intend to make the most of it while I'm out here. I'm gonna use this tent for a while, and it smells like it. It's a pretty big tent for just one guy, but I'm a pretty big guy. Deer flies will not leave me alone. Oh, oh, that is refreshing. Wow. Oh, that feels so much better. It is hot. Now that that wind's died off, humidity is unreal. But I got quite a bit of sun today. Feels good. I like getting sun, but I got a lot. Oh, shining off the water. That's about that. Strawberry, raspberry, almond, oatmeal. Always a good way to start. I ripped the tent down while breakfast was cooking. Don't really want to hang around too long here. I like to get on the water soon. Still kind of hazy today from all the forest fire smoke drifting in, but it's a beautiful breeze blowing now and it's chased away most of the bugs. Oh, I had a few hitchhikers I had to get rid of in here. This is where we camped last night. It was all public land. A lot of this is a mix of public with little bits of private in it, but today we make the turn and get into French River Provincial Park. Cutting through this little channel between these islands, and it's nice, it's out of the wind. It's much hotter. The sun is just cooking right now, but it is July after all. But as soon as you get out of the wind, the deer flies find you. I got about 30 of them trailing around here, slowly. I love that sound. Slowly picking off the deer flies one at a time. Oh, we interrupted. It's big and heavy and awkward and takes up a lot of space, but it's like a palace for me. I was just sitting down on the rock there, just enjoying the water. I heard some people come up on the island just next door here. They were chatting away, and I didn't think anything of it. And then all of a sudden, a woman just screamed, just this blood-curdling scream. And I see her go running off between the trees, freaking out about something, screaming something about albino Sasquatch or something. I don't know what that was all about. I was just getting out of the lake, and I didn't know what to do. I ran into the tent here. I mean, that would have scared the pants off me had I been wearing any. But I mean, I ran in here, I grabbed my pepper spray just in case, my bear spray, just in case. I don't know where this thing's at, but I heard them, they jumped in their boat and took off. I don't know what all that was about, but... Last person to stay here left some garbage in the fire, so... Well, use that to start our fire. Tonight sounds like a chicken Alfredo night. I did not expect I would like this meal so much. I absolutely love it. Wind's dropped off, but the bugs haven't really gotten bad yet. So I'll take this chance to go for a quiet little paddle around. Explore the neighborhood a little bit. Definitely didn't sleep very much. This tent is it's holding up. I had to zip down the front last night because the wind was blowing and raining. It's been raining on and off for hours and hours and hours. The wind was pretty crazy a while ago. I think I actually had the tent pretty well dried right off, and then it just started raining again maybe an hour ago. Looks like one of my guy lines at the back of the tent has let go because the roof is now sagging practically to the floor, and I got some water pooling at the back of it, so I'm just gonna get up. I was gonna lay here and try and wait out the weather a little bit, but I know I won't get back to sleep. And I have to make a fairly long day's paddle today. Lake water feels so warm. rain is starting to lighten up. And we've had a tailwind for the last little while. So that's been nice. So quiet out here when it's raining. No boats, no other people. So peaceful. I love it.
The rain seemed to be lightening up for a little bit. Not so much now.
Coming down as heavy as ever.
I'm going to have to stop and dump my boat out. Half the river in here with me.
Rain has finally eased off. It was like 5 hours of steady rain. It's just spitting a little bit. And I really can't tell if it's the start of the next downpour or if it's actually going to stop. It's so quiet out here today.
Glad I got up when I did.
What a cool spot. So pretty. Really felt like the weather was clear. Maybe it is. It is yet. I don't know. day, even though it's not that late yet. It's only, might be 2:30. I need to get my tent up right now. Hopefully it doesn't rain anymore. My hope in putting it away this morning was that I'd get to camp and it'd be dry and windy so that I could set it up and let it dry out, because I was gonna, it rained till noon, so I wasn't gonna stay in camp all day. A little damp inside. Try and wipe down when I can. Started to actually get a little bit cool. A bit of a chill. I'm kind of wet from my knees down, but damp everywhere else. I made a little Vaquero skillet. Between mouthfuls of mosquitoes. Oh yeah. We're at like the 90% solution right there. I'm going to get the rest of my gear set up, let it air out a bit too. I am so happy with how that day turned out. Despite all that rain and everything, waking up and, you know, scrambling, getting the tent all sorted out. Seemed a little chaotic at the time, but I'm so glad I packed up when I did. Get all set up, let everything dry out. Sometimes things do work out. I've been guilty of thinking the opposite many times, but sometimes they work.
I have missed this feeling so much. I didn't even realize it until I got back out here, but the freedom and the simplicity of just a long solo trip. I haven't done one for a while. And I love tripping with other people. I've met some amazing people, so don't take it that way. But there's nothing else like it. Set your own pace, go where you want, stop when you want, start when you want, eat, sleep, everything's on your schedule. It is the ultimate sense of freedom.
Today there's just not a cloud in the sky. Most of that smoke that we saw the first couple days has cleared. This is bluebird weather. Oh, so perfect. So quiet. Wind, water, birds. Oh, I wish you could smell that. Sun-warmed pine needles. Swim felt wonderful. But this wind is really something today. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a perfect temperature out right now. The wind is actually keeping it cool. It's so beautiful right now.
One of these times I'm going to remember to bring tortillas. And I'm going to put this in and roll them. And just grill them or pan sear them or something. But this would make deadly burrito filling.
This afternoon and this evening's gone by without even realizing it. Time's just slipped through my fingers and it's been so quiet, so peaceful. It's been sitting on this rock. I can't even tell you how long I've been here now. Just taking in the sights and the sounds, and it's been perfect. Sounds like the eagles are out fishing. I brought everything to fish on this trip. I brought lures and flies for my fly rod, Tyler's new fish flour, and a frying pan and everything to cook fish. I was all ready to go, except I left my fishing rods behind.
relatively calm spot to stop and enjoy a second cup of coffee. Well, I'll keep that there. And we'll keep moving. Westward. Lunch on the go today. Right in this headwind. It's to be expected. Big surprise here, it's raining again. Not much I can do about it. Enjoy the ride. That was a long day in the rain. As luck would have it, the rain has let off for now. I'm gonna get a fire going so I can boil some water for supper. And then while that's happening, also get my tent thrown up so I've got a bit of shelter from the rain. Get it up before it starts pouring again. Oh, that actually worked out okay. Timing wise, I mean. Very hot. Got the tent up and the fire going, the water boiled. Everything pretty much done when the rain started. A fisherman on the river told me when I passed today that the rain was going to stop by about 7 o'clock. I don't know what time it is, but it's got to be around that now. But as you can see behind me, the sun is shining over there, but pushing through from the south, it's pouring rain. Oh, it's always a nice time of day when I can take off my soaking wet socks and shoes. Ah, yeah. There's so much condensation on the side. Just gonna wipe up everything I can, and then hopefully the wind will take care of the rest of it. Oh, I love those roasted pecans. Pecans. I think the other campers will back me up on this. And when you come out here, it takes a couple days at least to really get into the swing of it and the routine of life. But then once you get into it, you just get into the flow of life, and it is what it is. And I don't know, but I feel like I'm into it now. Going barefoot here, trying to dry out my socks and shoes. These socks are merino wool, so they don't smell bad. They are kind of gross. But my shoes, on the other hand, smell absolutely horrendous. And I've got them sitting in front of me, so they're in the sun. But that means I'm paddling into the stink. I'm just gonna stop for a little break. Got my second cup of coffee here to have this morning. And I've been packing along a little treat. I figured now would be a good time to break this out. Yep. That's a good combo. there's this old relic here. I have no idea what it is. Some kind of engine, perhaps. I don't know. But probably logging era. I'm just guessing. I'm not sure at all what it is. And there's all these clamshells down here all over the beach. I'm guessing that an otter has been coming up here to eat. This is, you know, his spot to pull out with a bunch of clams, and crack them open and eat them, and shells get left behind. But it's a gorgeous day. I got current and tailwind with me today, so I'm going to keep going. We're about to enter into the old Voyageur channel and make our way down into the delta. This is one of my favorite bits of the river. I mentioned before, this is one of my favorite bits of the river, and this is why. It just gets really small, and so much of the upper river is just, it's enormous here. It's paddling giant, almost lakes, and down here it's very small and intimate.
little stretch of the river. It's so pretty. These islands, and then I can head to the west, hopefully get into some shelter. There's the open water. Bay. Looks like our site. It's almost a lounge chair, this rock.
I have beef chili mac and cheese for supper, so nothing to complain about there. Something has been fishing and catching crayfish and bringing them up here onto this rock to eat them, and then doing its business down in this crack down here, leaving piles of crushed up crayfish shells in its droppings. Just what you wanted to see, isn't it? Like David Attenborough out here. I'm up early getting packed up this morning. Get on the water as soon as possible, as soon as light allows, before the wind starts to pick up today. Try and make this long crossing along the bay and along the open water as smooth as possible. I'm a little nervous about it, but I think getting up and getting on the water is the right call before the wind picks up and gets too strong. Eating mosquitoes here. Well, if it doesn't
get any calmer than that. Now I just gotta outrun the mosquitoes. This is incredible. Chewing on my bum. Just made my way around the point, and now I have to cross over through quite a bit of open area. And the wind is coming straight out of the north. That's the way I gotta go. There's quite a few islands on this stretch, so I'm going to try and hop from island to island, keeping the island between me and use it as a windbreak. But right now, too far away. Made it to the sheltered side of this island. Chance for a little break. I just made the turn from around the top to go back westward across the top of Philip Edward Island. And now that I'm out of that direct wind on the lake, it's much warmer. It's actually kind of cool out on the lake, but now very sheltered in here. There's a little bit of a breeze on the water, but very sheltered. It's been a very interesting day. I had initially planned to camp somewhere along this, it's called Collins Inlet, but it is just flooded with boat traffic today. And I don't begrudge anyone that. They're out here in their boat doing the exact same thing I am, enjoying their time. So
just convoys of cabin cruisers going up and down here, and every time I try and film, I've got a boat humming in the background, and yeah, there's one coming behind me I can hear now. But so many boats and a lot of people, music playing. This is, I don't know, not really what I was in for. I've got 6 or 7 kilometers left. I've just been paddling along, inspecting a few campsites as options to stay tonight, but I'm pretty close to my takeout here in Killarney. That was such a great trip. I've thought many times about doing the entire river top to bottom, and yeah, finally took the time, and I ended up doing it a little bit faster than I at first intended, but weather and the way things worked out, I don't regret it at all. Maybe I would have gone a little slower had I remembered my fishing rod, but I appreciate each of you. Thanks for coming along. I'll see you on the next one.